Now, ethical investments are big in America, and now more and more Australians are using their conscience before they invest their money.
But how much difference do ethical investments really make? William Janeway is an American venture capitalist, and he's in our Sydney studio this morning. Mr. Janeway, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Firstly, for those who don't know, and I suppose really want to know, what is ethical investing?
Well, I think in Australia, the notion of impact investing has begun to have some traction. The notion being that you invest both for a financial return and to make a difference with respect to social conditions, whether it be education or helping disadvantaged people of one sort or another.
But do the two marry together? Can you make a decent financial return by following your conscience, essentially?
It's challenging. It's challenging. The fact is that making a decent return on any investment, let alone a venturesome investment at the frontier of innovation, is very challenging. My own view is that we have to think very carefully about trying to meld the two together. I have to say that in the United States, there probably has been more impact from people who have made substantial amounts of money through direct financial investing or venture investing. Bill Gates comes to mind, and then have rolled their enormous wealth into social programs through their foundations. Trying to make the two work together on a case-by-case basis is challenging. Is
there scope for growth in ethical investing based on what you've seen so far in Australia?
I would think so. There's an excellent report, very interesting, great depth, with lots of examples that Jed Emerson has played a major role in developing. It's quite impressive, but I do think on a case-by-case basis, one will be addressing a very serious challenge, and where it is possible to wind up with the worst of both worlds rather than the best of both worlds.
I want to draw you out as well, William Janeway, on the role of government. Of course, it's always been a big issue in the United States, certainly around the global financial crisis and the years afterwards. Should governments be taking a more active role in markets to try to assuage some investor behaviour?
Well, let's roll back. My book, Doing Capitalism in the Innovation Economy, tells the story of how, over 6 generations, investments by the state upstream in support of science and above all in helping to build out the transformational networks from the canals and railroads to the internet played a critical, a decisive role in enabling the development of the successive waves of new economies going forward. I have no doubt that similar kinds of government investments and support will be necessary to move us to the next new economy, the low-carbon, sustainable economy that we and the world needs.
William Janeway, it's been fascinating talking to you. Thanks so much for your time this morning.
Very good.